Alrighty, what is up everybody? I'm the BurningSkyCloud and welcome back to Time Lab. I forgot that the turn thing isn't as smooth. Uh, so I went and bought the game for Hindenburg. I don't really, oh shoot, come on now, really? Download in, alright. So I pretty much, oh, you've gotta be kidding me. Well, maybe it will be done fast. But anyway, as to recap, the Hindenburg, one of the largest airships, crossed the Atlantic several times since 1936. In May 1937, its final voyage ended in tragedy when the airship went up in flames during its landing in Lakehurst. Immerse yourself in this era, experience a captivating harbor tour around New York City, explore the interior of the Zeppelin, and understand the technology. Become a witness to the dramatic catastrophe. In the game Skywave, you'll put your skills as a navigator to the test. Can you safely guide the airship through the tower and skyscrapers? Very nice. I'm kind of limited on my range. Well, I'm still waiting for it, but... What the... Why do I have two? That makes no sense. Can I delete this one? Oh, yay! Download complete. And there's the lunar module. Okay. So this is the cartridge I want to eject. Oh, I have the power! You know, I never really looked this up. Yeah, that's something I'll have to look up later. I'm guessing the Zeppelin was like one of the biggest national historical point in time.
The German airship LZ129, also known as the Hindenburg, is named after the former Reich President Paul von Hindenburg. After a 5-year construction period, its maiden voyage takes place in March 1936. The lead developer is aviation visionary Hugo Eckener, the successor to Ferdinand Graf von Zeppelin. With a length of 245 meters and a diameter of over 41 meters, it is one of the largest aircraft ever built. Its dimensions nearly match those of the Titanic. Here you can see the Hindenburg compared in size with a Boeing 747 and the Titanic. Now let's take a look inside, where the structure becomes visible.
It is as big as the Titanic.
It consists of 15 main rings, each spaced 15 meters apart. Like the rest of the structure, these rings are made of duralumin, an extremely strong alloy. To give the ship more stability, the main rings and the entire structure are reinforced with tightly woven wire mesh. Separated by the main rings are a total of 16 gas cells, filled with almost 200,000 cubic meters of hydrogen. These cells are responsible for keeping the Zeppelin aloft. For a better view inside, we now mostly fade out the gas cells and wire reinforcements. To move horizontally through the airship, there is an axial walkway and a keel gangway. Vertically, there are air and gas shafts, some equipped with ladders. The Hindenburg is powered by 4 externally mounted V16 diesel engines by Daimler-Benz. Each of these engines has a displacement of almost 90 liters and a maximum output of 1,200 horsepower, running at 1,400 revolutions per minute. The 4-bladed wooden propellers are 6 meters in diameter. The LZ129 cruises at an average speed of 125 kilometers per hour, at an altitude of 400 to 600 meters, sometimes flying as low as 200 meters.
I see.
The airship is operated from the control car, located at the front of the keel. At the tail fins, there are horizontal and vertical rudders similar to those of an airplane, which allow precise altitude and directional changes. Passengers have access to 2 decks. The upper A deck features 25 sleeping cabins with a total of 50 beds, a large dining room, a lounge, as well as a writing and reading room. The lower B deck houses the toilets, a shower, the kitchen, crew quarters, a cocktail bar, and even a smoking room.
For real?
In the winter of 1936-37,
now I want to have a grand tour.
Area is expanded with 10 additional cabins on the lower B deck, increasing the total number of passenger beds to 72. The Hindenburg is primarily used on transatlantic routes, flying from Germany, Frankfurt am Main, to Brazil, Rio de Janeiro, and to Lakehurst, USA, near New York City. The travel time from Frankfurt to Lakehurst is about 59 hours. A round-trip ticket in 1936 costs around $800 US, which would be approximately 18,000 US dollars today. In just 1 year and 2 months, from its commissioning on March 4, 1936, until the disaster on May 6, 1937, in Lakehurst, the Hindenburg completes 63 journeys, covering a total distance of 340,000 kilometers.
So, from the picture, it looks like it crashed into the Eiffel Tower by accident. But, wow, like, that's history I didn't know about. But of course, that was in Germany, so there's no way I would have known about it unless they taught it in school, in which I don't recall ever hearing about it. But I'd like to get a grand tour of the inside of a Zeppelin. I've never been on a Zeppelin. I've been on a warship, but never a Zeppelin. You learn so much from history. Alright, let's check it out.
Welcome aboard the Hindenburg, the majestic Zeppelin officially designated LZ129. The maiden voyage of this 245-meter-long airship took place in March 1936. Since then, the German Zeppelin has completed numerous journeys, including several transatlantic crossings. Today's journey is one of a total of 10 crossings to the USA in August 1936. You are currently in the passenger section inside the Hindenburg, which is divided into decks A and B. More specifically, you are standing in the lounge stairwell of the upper A deck, the central point connecting the passenger cabins, the lounge, the dining room, and the 2 stairways leading down to the B deck.
So where do I begin? Oh, hey, a person!
The lounge of the Hindenburg is the social hub for passengers. The comfortably furnished room features large panoramic windows that offer a fantastic view. Here, guests can chat, play cards, read, or simply enjoy the atmosphere. Particularly impressive is the large wall mural, a world map that not only displays the flight routes of the Hindenburg and other Zeppelins, but also the routes of famous explorers and seafarers from history, such as Christopher Columbus, Ferdinand Magellan, Vasco da Gama, and James Cook. These routes evoke the great voyages of discovery from the past and emphasize the connection to airship travel as a modern form of exploration and adventure.
Wow. Oh, I can't imagine that it took them just a whole day. At least 3 to 5 at the very least. What would you stop playing?
The custom-made grand piano by the Bluthner Company is one of the first of its kind to be installed in an airship. The musical instrument weighs only 170 kilograms and is made of aluminum, covered with yellow pigskin leather. On board, works by classical composers such as Mozart, Beethoven, Schubert, Chopin, and Johann Strauss can be heard, contributing to the relaxed atmosphere. However, in 1937, the piano must be removed to make the necessary weight savings for the expansion of passenger cabins on the lower B deck. During the Second World War, the instrument is ultimately destroyed in an air raid on Leipzig in 1943.
Oh, shit. That's pretty amazing. Like, imagine sitting at a piano made of leather. Yo, This is amazing.
The reading and writing room of the Hindenburg offers passengers a quiet retreat. The wall paintings by artist Otto Arpke depict scenes of postal services, highlighting the Hindenburg's international role as a means of mail and transport. A shelf on the wall holds books and magazines, also featuring an integrated mailbox, allowing passengers to write and send letters and postcards directly during the journey.
Oh. Oh, so I suppose that's one way to get around from then. Old style pen pal.
The spacious dining room extends along the entire length of the passenger area. Through the slanted windows, there is an impressive view outside. The kitchen is located directly beneath the dining room. From there, a service elevator transports the dishes to the serving area. The multi-course meals served here reflect fine dining. The wall panels are adorned with motifs of the Zeppelin's destinations, designed by Otto Arpke.
Very nice. What about this? Like, do people just like sit and eat without a table? Like, I don't know, snack, or maybe they use that. Well, I'm giving a grand tour of this whole place now. This is my first. Yeah, I said I always wanted to see the inside of a Zeppelin. Now I get to.
The bust depicts the likeness of German President Paul von Hindenburg, after whom the airship was named. It was created by the sculptor Arnold Runnebeck.
Interesting. And then these are all the rooms. Give me a minute. It feels, I got wires all mixed up with one another, so I need mobility. There. Yeah. Passenger cabin A deck.
The standard cabin on the Hindenburg's A deck measures approximately 75 square feet.
It's really small.
And is equipped with 2 bunk beds. There are a total of 25 passenger cabins on the A deck, accommodating up to 50 passengers. Since the cabins are located inside the passenger area, they do not have windows, meaning passengers miss out on a view of the outside. However, they are equipped with a wash basin and foldable storage shelves. A pull cord to call the steward provides the necessary service.
Oh, there it is. So then where's the bathroom on this thing if you need to really go? Like, each one of these are rooms. How are you supposed to use... Oh, this must be the bathroom. Maybe? I do not know. 49, 50, oh. No, those are rooms. So then... maybe the bathrooms are downstairs.
In the right corridor of the lower B deck, you'll find the restrooms as well as the gangway with the retractable boarding and disembarking stairs. From here, you can access the bar and the smoking lounge through an airlock. The slanted windows offer an impressive view of the landscape or sea below.
Passenger area expansion.
In the winter of 1936-37, the passenger area on the lower B deck is further expanded with 9 additional cabins, providing 22 beds, allowing for more passengers to be accommodated. This increases the number of possible passengers from 50 to a total of 72. There is now an access to this new section from the B deck corridor.
You don't say. And then what is this? Airlock.
In the bar, a popular gathering spot on the Hindenburg, A variety of exquisite drinks are served, including champagne, fine wines, liqueurs, drinks and cocktails such as the Kirsch Martini, the Manhattan, the Maybach, and the LZ129.
Yeah, this is really cool.
The smoking lounge is a sealed-off area on the B deck, specifically created for passengers to smoke safely, a rare privilege aboard a hydrogen-powered airship. To minimize risks, the room is equipped with a special pressure-sealed door that completely isolates it from the rest of the airship. Additionally, an adjacent airlock provides extra security. For safety reasons, the only lighter on board is strictly supervised by a steward. The leather-covered wall panels feature illustrations of aviation devices, while above the row of windows, a depiction of the night sky reminiscent of a star map adds a celestial flare.
Oh. I'm guessing that. Ooh. I wonder, can you guess the constellations? I don't know much about my constellations. But the airlock, so when you come in to smoke, what is this room? The smell stays in this particular area, and the airlock, I don't know, it cleanses the smell. So that way it doesn't get in there.
Behind the airlock are the bar and the smoking room. There is a slightly increased air pressure to prevent any potentially leaking, highly flammable hydrogen gas from entering the smoking lounge.
Oh, damn it. Amazing.
The cabins on the expanded B deck are similarly equipped to those on the A deck. However, due to their location along the outer wall of the airship, they feature windows that offer in view downward.
Oh. So if you wanted a room with a window, you would have to be down on the B deck. That is something. Oh, look, in restrooms. Imagine rooming with like 4 other people. That's something. Oh, I can't go down any further. Alright. Then I guess I'll just go on this side.
In the left corridor of the lower B deck, you'll find the restrooms and a shower room, which was a novelty at the time. You'll also find the gangway with the retractable boarding and disembarking stairs. The slanted windows provide an impressive view of the landscape or sea below.
Imagine being a complete idiot and just standing on the windows. Oh, that leads to nowhere. So is that it? Is that the whole tour of this place? Yeah. Looks like there's nothing more I can look into. That's really amazing. Now I get to see a little bit more of how Zeppelins look like. Ooh, scene selection. Yo! I can go to different scenes. Oh, the Hindenburg is
majestically toward us like some great feather, riding a sword with mighty proud place.
I'm experiencing the disaster.
World aviation. The ship is no doubt bustling with activities we can see. Orders.
Maybe it wasn't the Eiffel Tower.
Lining the windows, looking down for a field ahead of them, getting their glimpse of the mooring man. It's practically standing still now. They've got ropes out of the nose of the ship, and
in time that the Zeppelin blows up. Oh! So I'm guessing a leak occurred. Oh snap! Ain't no one survived that. Yo, all it takes is one little leak. Zeppelins are dangerous.
I can hardly breathe. I'm going to step inside while I cannot see it. That's terrible.
On May 6, 1937, one of the most well-known aviation disasters in history occurred. The German airship Hindenburg, once a symbol of the future of passenger air travel, burst into flames while attempting to land in Lakehurst, New Jersey. During the final landing maneuvers, a fire suddenly broke out. Within seconds, the entire airship was engulfed in flames, an inferno that shocked the world. There were 97 people on board, 36 passengers, and 61 crew members. Of them, 36 lost their lives, 13 passengers, 22 crew members, and 1 member of the ground crew. To this day, the exact cause of the disaster remains unclear.
Oh, really?
However, several theories exist. One suggests that a gas leak following a thunderstorm may have released hydrogen, which was then ignited by an electrostatic discharge from the mooring mast. Another theory points to the wet landing ropes, which may have conducted electrical charge to the ground, triggering a spark inside the ship. Or was it St. Elmo's fire, a discharge caused by built-up static electricity, igniting the hydrogen at the ship's metallized skin? And then there is the theory of sabotage. But no evidence of a deliberate act was ever found. The tragedy marked the end of the era of airships and the beginning of a new age. The airplane is the future of passenger transport.
Yo.
Welcome aboard the Hindenburg, the majestic Zeppelin officially designated LZ129. The maiden voyage of this 245-meter-long airship took place in March 1936.
Yeah, I already
Since
done
then,
this.
the German Zeppelin has completed numerous journeys, including several transatlantic crossings. Today's journey is one of a total of 10 crossings to the USA. In the external control car of the Hindenburg is the airship's command center, located in the forward lower section of the hull. All steering and navigation operations are coordinated here.
Yo, this is awesome. This is what the inside of a control panel Zeppelin looks like.
The chart room is located in the center of the control car and serves as the navigation hub of the airship. Maps are used to plan and continuously adjust the route. Additionally, the room is equipped with radio direction finders, which are used for determining the airship's position to ensure precise course and orientation.
Yo.
At the front section of the control car is the command bridge. Here, the captain and officers steer the Hindenburg. The vertical movement of the airship is controlled from the altitude control station via the elevators.
Oh.
Using the ballast control panel and the gas control panel, the water in the ballast tanks and the lifting gas in the 16 gas cells are regulated via valves to ensure the optimal positioning of the airship. The rudder control station governs the horizontal movement and thus the directional changes of the airship via the rudder. Engine commands are transmitted via the engine telegraph to the 4 external engine cars, where engineers are constantly present to monitor the Daimler diesel engines and execute the commands directly.
So that controls the direction the ship goes, well, the airship, and this controls the latitude, you know, the up and down. That is amazing. I think I lost a little thingy there. And here's the storage area.
The rear section of the control car serves as a storage area, equipped with a bench for resting. A ladder leads to the ship's interior, passing through the radio room located directly above the control car. The radio room contains devices such as the wireless telegraph, used for Morse code communication. Additionally, there are medium-wave and long-wave radio transmitters for communication over medium and long distances, as well as direction-finding equipment for navigation.
That is amazing. That's the compass. Whoa. Brother, this is amazing. And then this is New York. Oh, is this the other disaster? 15 minutes?
Welcome to a harbor tour of New York City in the year 1936. Our journey begins on the Hudson River, offering a fantastic view of Lower Manhattan. Right ahead of us is the ferry terminal of the Pennsylvania Railroad Company, a major hub where ferries connect the island of Manhattan to the city of Jersey on the opposite shore. From there, trains travel across the entire United States. As you look at the impressive Manhattan skyline of 1936, you can already see its remarkable development. Some of the buildings you see today will disappear in the decades to come.
That is
For instance,
true.
the Hudson Terminal, completed in 1908, is an important office building that also houses the commuter express station of the Hudson and Manhattan Railroad. This train connection links Manhattan to the mainland through the Hudson River Tunnel. However, by 1972, it will be demolished to make way for the construction of the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center, which rose to an impressive height of 417 meters, or 1,368 feet. These iconic towers were tragically destroyed in a terrorist attack on September 11, 2001. Another building destined to vanish is the Singer Building, completed in 1908 for the Singer Sewing Machine Company. At 187 meters, or 614 feet, this Beaux-Arts masterpiece will sadly be torn down in 1968 due to economic reasons.
Oh. It's kind of crazy how much the world...
As you look northeast toward Midtown, the imposing Empire State Building immediately catches your eye. Opened in 1931, it stands as the tallest building in the world in 1936, reaching a height of 443 meters, or 1,454 feet. Now it's getting really exciting. Above the Manhattan skyline, you can see a massive airship. It's the German Zeppelin Hindenburg, also known as LZ129. After a roughly 2.5-day journey across the Atlantic, the Hindenburg is nearly at its destination.
I see.
Just before landing in Lakehurst, it majestically glides over the metropolis, which in 1936 is already home to nearly 7 million people. In the early 1930s, there were serious considerations about docking large airships like the Hindenburg at the spires of skyscrapers, such as the Empire State Building. However, this idea proved extremely challenging and was never realized due to practical and safety concerns. Future anecdotes will recount that the Hindenburg flew so low that its passengers could look out the windows and make out details of the city's architecture. Some even claim that souvenirs like postcards and chocolate were dropped to delight the crowds below. The excited New Yorkers gaze up at the sky to witness this incredible spectacle, with some even attempting to greet the airship with messages written on signs.
Yo. Imagine living in this kind of timeline. Hey, yo!
Along the waterfront stretches a variety of docks and warehouses, commonly known as piers. Here, ships have direct access to unload their goods and bring passengers ashore. In the future, much of this area will be transformed, making way for towering skyscrapers that redefine the skyline. Pier A, the white building with its charming little clock tower, was built in 1886 and has since served as the headquarters for the New York City Harbor Police and the Harbor Authority. In 1936, the United States is still reeling from the effects of the Great Depression. The devastating stock market crash of 1929 in New York triggered a global economic crisis.
It's been such a long time since I heard
Countless banks and businesses went bankrupt. Unemployment remains high, and many construction projects were halted for years or abandoned altogether. Now, President Roosevelt's New Deal recovery programs are beginning to take effect. The economy is slowly recovering, and urban infrastructure is benefiting as well, a progress that is particularly evident in New York City.
Man, I would love to come back and see.
We are now reaching Battery Park at the southern tip of Manhattan. It owes its name to the artillery batteries that the Dutch built in the 17th century to defend New Amsterdam, as this area was originally called. In the foreground, you can see the round structure of Castle Clinton. Originally constructed as a fortress in 1811,
aquarium.
It was later transformed into a public aquarium that would showcase an impressive collection of marine life until 1941. During later restoration efforts, the roof will be removed to restore the fortress's original appearance.
Man,
in the background,
you
can see the famous elevated railroads, structures that have been in operation since the 1870s. However, these elevated lines will be dismantled in the 1950s and replaced with underground subways. Some major construction projects were completed despite the economic crisis and shortly after the stock market crash. The Bank of Manhattan Trust Building, later known as 40 Wall Street, and the Trump Building, rises to a height of 283 meters, or 928 feet, and opened in 1930. The Citibank Farmers Trust Building, standing at 226 meters, or 741 feet, will later be known as 20 Exchange Place, and was completed in 1931. The City Service Building, reaching a height of 290 meters, or 951 feet, will one day be called 70 Pine Street, and was finally completed in 1932. And above it all, the Hindenburg, a scene straight out of a science fiction epic where towering skyscrapers reach for the sky, while the airship with its sleek silver hull hovers above the metropolis like a futuristic spacecraft, a celestial observer. Here, the technological elegance of the Hindenburg blends seamlessly with the modern, imposing backdrop of New York City, creating a striking image reminiscent of Fritz Lang's Metropolis and the fantastic tales of Jules Verne. However, not all New Yorkers were impressed by the dominance of the German airship over their city.
Maybe
Many found the
airship from
insignias in the
earlier
form of swastikas on
a
its
different
tail
airship.
fins,
I don't know.
both provocative and menacing, especially during a time of strained relations between Germany and the United States. The USA also had large airships that flew over New York. As early as the 1920s, the Germans transferred the airship LZ129 to the Americans, renamed USS Los Angeles in the United States. The Americans then developed their own airships, heavily influenced by German technology, such as the USS Akron in 1931 and the USS Macon in 1933. Unfortunately, both airships later crashed over the sea. But let's continue with the buildings of the harbor. The barge office building, which opened in 1914, played a central role in managing ferry operations until its destruction in the late 1950s. We are now arriving at the South Ferry Terminal with its 2 docks for the Staten Island ferries. The Art Deco building, completed in 1931, will be demolished in the early 1950s to make way for a more modern ferry terminal.
You know, that's actually
right next
really
to it is
cool.
the Battery Maritime building,
Divided
constructed in 1909. This building with its 3 docks will later be designated as a historic landmark and known as Slip 5. In 1936, it serves the ferry routes between Manhattan and Brooklyn.
Damn. Wow, I'm getting to see history right now. So are they backing in, or are they just pulling in from the front side? Where is it both ways? I can't imagine. So I'm guessing that those are sleeping quarters for men and women, right? Even if, like,
now look along the East River toward the northeast. Here come the 3 major bridges connecting Manhattan with Brooklyn into view. The closest is the Brooklyn Bridge, built in 1883. Behind it lies the Manhattan Bridge, completed in 1909, and in the background is the Williamsburg Bridge from 1903.
Okay, we're moving back that way.
Now we move a bit farther away from the shore to get a better view of all of Lower Manhattan.
Yo, you wouldn't think that all of New York is this big.
As we move farther, I'd like to introduce you to the smaller islands in New York Harbor. Governor's Island, located about 750 meters or 2,500 feet south of Manhattan, was originally used for military purposes.
Oh.
Bedloe's Island, later known as Liberty Island, is home to the Statue of Liberty, a gift from France to celebrate the 100th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence.
That's interesting.
The statue was officially dedicated on October 28, 1886. And Ellis Island, until a few years ago a central gateway for immigrants, plays a far less significant role in 1936. Where thousands of immigrants were once inspected, registered, and medically examined daily, only a small number now use the island to enter the United States. Medical examinations, once mandatory, are now conducted only sporadically.
So that's the island's purpose. I never understood that. But I've actually been in the Statue of Liberty. Man, that takes me back. You know, now that I think about it, I realize that all my life I've been traveling. I've been so many places, and the adventure still continues for me. You see, life is an adventure. You never know what's going to happen. You never know where you're going to end up. The people you're going to meet. But that in itself is the most exciting thing ever. Because in the end, at the very end of it all you're going to have with you are the memories of the time, of everywhere you've been. And what you've seen and everything. What? I had to bleep. So wasn't there supposed to be like a natural disaster in New York with this thing? Or am I not? Where was there not? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. human logic. This is probably the longest history explanation thing ever. I guess the Hindenburg. Oh, okay. So then the Hindenburg came to New York and then went back where it exploded. I'm guessing.
Our tour is now coming to an end, and the Hindenburg is setting course for Lakehurst in the neighboring state of New Jersey, where its landing is planned.
Oh.
The small town is located about 80 kilometers or 50 miles southwest of New York City. The military airfield in Lakehurst is perfectly suited for the safe landing of such a large airship. From there, trains and buses transport passengers onward to New York City or their final destinations.
Now it all comes together.
That's it. Feel free to replay the tour or select a different scene from the menu. If you don't respond, the scene will end automatically, and you'll be returned to the passenger deck of the Hindenburg.
Oh. Well then. Let's go here. Atlantic East Coast.
The Hindenburg's journey across the Atlantic took around 60 hours. Now the 245-meter-long airship is approaching the east coast of the United States at a reduced speed. The 4 Daimler-Benz engines, mounted in external gondolas and each producing 1,200 horsepower, can propel the Hindenburg to a maximum speed of 135 kilometers per hour.
Oh. So this is basically the starting point. So I kind of went in reverse. So from here, then New York, and then check out the Zeppelin.
2 single-engine Curtiss Marine fighters from the U.S. Navy are approaching from the mainland to welcome and escort the Hindenburg.
Oh. You never know when your last journey would be. You never know when your next journey is going to be your last. That is amazing. Yo, that is amazing. Just sped up. So, it arrived in the States, circled around New York, and then went to Lakehurst where it had its unfortunate end. But it's good to know that, you know, you have a surviving chance in an exploding Zeppelin. It really just depends. And there it goes. To its unfortunate destination.
Welcome aboard the Hindenburg, the majestic Zeppelin officially designated LZ129.
Oh, there we go. That is the history of the Hindenburg. And let me see what this is. Oops. I'm supposed to navigate this thing.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, snap cracks. Oh. How do I...
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh. Nope. Okay. Wow. I have to go through all that.
3, 2, 1, go.
Yo, I'm doing it. Yo, this is amazing. Oh, I got greedy. I wanted that star. What the hell?
3, 2,
holy crap!
1,
this
go.
whole place is just. All right, let's stay over here for a little while. Oh yeah. Woo! Yes, screw the coin. I don't care about the coin. Yo. I'm doing it. I'm gaining control over this Zeppelin. Oh! Man. So close.
3,
I was doing okay.
2, 1, go.
Dang gum, I didn't expect that this. Oh! I hit that. Damn. Doesn't look
3,
as big from
2,
the side, but.
1, go.
Oh man. It's hard to navigate.
3,
I'm gonna.
2, 1.
Well, I was doing
go.
okay earlier. Oh! Man, these buildings.
3, 2, 1.
I think I can handle
go.
this one. Maybe not. Alright, just take it easy. Ah! I thought I could handle that. Dad gum, they make this hard.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, even if I can't do it, okay. Oh wait, can I control it with this thing?
3, 2, 1, go.
Ah. That was an epic fail. Dadgum. How do you
3,
handle that?
2, 1, go.
Maybe. Oh, there was no way. I can't. Can you give me a coin like right in front of me?
1, go.
How? Man.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh. How? How was I supposed to just handle that?
3,
That was lame.
2, 1, go.
My gosh. There's no way.
3, 2, 1, go.
See, I can't get past those buildings fast enough, and then I have to go up and over.
3,
okay, you know
2,
what? No.
1, go.
Can I just go back to the lab? Yeah, thank you. I can't maneuver perfectly. Well, 47 seconds isn't that bad. No. Yo, look at that. That's cool. I'll put you right here, my friend. Where I would if the shows were actually useful. Very nice. 3D printing. I'm gonna have a whole room full of 3D printing stuff. Yep. I didn't think about this guy before. Give me a minute. Yo! What are you? What's that supposed to be all about? Yo, I'm over here. Oh, well. I guess he doesn't do anything. Alright, which political office did Paul von Hindenburg hold after whom the Hindenburg was named? The President of the Reich. So C. What was the length of the airship LZ129, also known as the Hindenburg? Ah, I wasn't really paying attention to that. Probably. What gas was the Hindenburg filled with? Hydrogen. What special facilities were there on the Hindenburg? Bar, grand piano, and smoking room, definitely. Cinema, shooting range, and hair salon. Mini golf, sauna and dance floor, steam bath, beer hall, and casino. Which airship pioneer was responsible for the construction of the Hindenburg? I do believe that was B. Otto Lilienthal, whatever his name is. When did the Hindenburg crash? It was in the 36. So I'm thinking no, it was it had to be May 6th. What were the main routes of the Hindenburg? USA and India? What was the average cruising speed of the Hindenburg? 100 and... See? How many engines in the Hindenburg? I have no idea. What were the names of the two American airships? Liberty and Freedom? I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. Aw, man. Oh, well. So I got 2, 10, and 8 right. Meh. Oh, well, I'm not gonna bother trying to go back through it. You all can learn in your own time. But, in the meanwhile, I'm gonna leave this episode here. So, here's the thing. The developers of this game do plan to eventually... Oh, yay, I did it! They plan to add more on this game at some point in the future. When? I do not know. But when new episodes come out, when a new historical point comes out, you know I'll be coming back here. Ah, bonkers. But leave a comment down below on what historical point you guys want to be able to see. Me personally, I get the feeling that they're gonna eventually do the Titanic. But what other historical events would you want to see in Time Lab? You know, maybe maybe if the developers see this, you know, they can take the suggestions. Or if they have historical events planned, you know, we'll eventually see that in the future. But yeah, I'm really hoping to see what historical event comes next that I've never known about. And it's not just American events, you know, it's world events. You know, what historical event in your life, or, well, not in your life, but in that you never grew up in, that you learned about in school and such, would you want to see in this game for others to learn about who have never heard about it before? But in the meanwhile, thank you everybody so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, comment. Well, actually, no, it's not even. Well, yeah, it is an episode. But if you enjoyed this historical moment in time, please like, comment, and share. And don't forget to subscribe to see more in the future. I can actually turn this off. I'll catch you later.